Well, welcome back, guys, and as you can see, I'm out with the M14 camo, and I'm wearing a ghillie suit, so I'm doing a bit of sniping. Now, I'm going to show you a few videos after this one of using M14 variants, more like they should be used as a DMR. But I thought, well, now and again, it's nice to go out and do a bit of sniping. Now, to sort of give you an idea how I sort of differentiate the two, if I'm sniping, then I really try not to die. So I try and take a position where I am going to be hidden, I'm not going to be shot at. I'm going to try and go the whole round without dying, which might mean you don't get quite as many kills. Certainly not as many as you would if you were playing as a DMR and a bit more aggressively in the zone, but it's a sort of different way of playing, because it's a bit more stressful because you don't want to die, so you're being a lot more careful, taking shots only really when you think you're gonna make them, and etc. It's not always true, as you see. You'd be spamming it a little bit, but it depends, on the position. So there's just a quick sort of 9 run or so, 8 or 9 run there, which is quite nice. I'm in a different map now. This is Sophia. And this isn't a particularly super duper spot. It's not a bad spot. You can really only use this spot if you're on Op4, just because of the way it's exposed to Op4 snipers.
Shot. What a shot.
That was actually quite a nice shot. Yeah, you can't really use this spot as Blue 4.
That was a lovely shot.
Yeah, that's a shame. A lovely kneecap on him, but then I just didn't follow up. So yeah, as I was saying, you can't really use this as Blue 4 because you get thermalized, and we'll sort of talk about that a little bit later when I'll show you another round. I mean, basically, you're going to see sort of 3 different little sections. This is the second section. As you can tell, there's people up there, and there's not just one, there's 2. So there's a suppressed weapon and an unsuppressed. So one may be using like a DMR and the other one is a sniper. And this is me being a diligent sniper and actually going up to sort them out. There it is. And I've just paused it there just to show you there's no 4-blade on this gun. So yeah, basically all but the SOCOM 16. If you've got a suppressor on the end, you use your 4-blade off the side. So that's probably something they might need to fix. Or maybe it's a design feature. I haven't sort of looked it up, but I'm pretty sure there should still be a 4-side there. And that's the first time I realised that it wasn't there. So that's why you saw me take off the suppressor in other videos, even though I didn't need to actually on the SOCOM 16. But I've worked that out now. But that is why I just spray him. Because I was thinking, shit, what if this goes all over the place? But anyway, yeah, that's me being, quite a diligent sniper. So I'm running all the way back to my spot. And like I said, it's not a bad spot. You can rest your weapon or deploy it. But really, you're exposed to Op4 snipers, so you can't use it as before. You'll get shot all the time. So if I'd taken any fire at all, then you'd have seen me go and hide and relocate. But as you can see, Op4 seems to be quite strong this round, so I'm having quite an unopposed time. As you can see, because it's just the M14, a lot of these are double taps, and I'll sort of talk about that in the DMR videos that I'm going to show you. But yeah, quite a lot of people I have to hit twice. So again, it makes it a little bit more challenging. But a lot more satisfying than using some of the one-shot rifles.
That fucking hit him in the face.
And I will show you another short video, I think probably on the 2010 ESR, which I think is a very broken weapon and certainly needs to be tweaked a little bit, because that is a gun that is literally kiddie easy to use. I mean, you've seen my other video on that, where I went on a 30 kill streak with it the first time I went out with it. And I've got another little one. It's quite a nice video where I used it again, and it is just easy peasy. But yeah, you see me moaning about the 7.62 in the ARMA. But yeah, but this is just to show you that you can, you can still get quite a reasonable score with a gun that, really hasn't got the punch unless you hit people in the head. That's one of those snipers again. I mean, I could have shot him with the gun, but I did with my rifle, but I always try to save ammo, because as you can see, I really am running out of ammo, and I wanted to see if I could pick up a few more kills.
Fucking hell!
As you can see, I needed those rounds.
Mate, what a wanker!
And that was my score. So, not a bad score. Right, so we're on another map now, Tolkien. This is pure sniping now, what you'll see. The previous maps, perhaps you could say that's a bit more DMR, but this is sniping. Now, as you can see, I fired 2 shots at him, even though the first one actually killed him, because you just cannot be sure. Again, still having to fire too many rounds, but quite often what happens is that you damage them and then they run away. I mean, quite often you break their legs. That's where it gets a bit sort of frustrating. And I thought, shit, they're all going to get away, whereas only one of them got away. But you can see where I am, and yeah, this isn't a bad position, but you're vulnerable to people using thermals, and that's the problem with sniping most of the time, is that you get a lot of useless players using thermals, and thermal isn't low skill, thermal is no skill, because there's no fieldcraft required, and no hard work, no stress of looking. It's just very simple. That's a pretty nice shot. So, I've been doing alright here, look. It's all been quite quiet. Haven't really had a lot of things to shoot at, and then I hear that. And that is someone shooting at me. And I probably should have moved a bit quicker than I did. But you can hear me cursing. And that is basically because I know that the only reason they've spotted me is because they're using thermals. So now we have a bit of fieldcraft. So I'm trying to spot them. I'm thinking, well, okay, I've changed the range a bit. They're not over there. I'm going on a hunt. You can see where I am on the map. I've run quite a long way, because I just think it's weak being shot by someone with thermals. Oh. I know, I found him. So as you can see, I've run quite a long way around the map. And this is sort of true fieldcraft. I've come all the way round. Because again, you know, with my gun I really can't do a great deal past about 900 meters. It's quite hard work killing people past that. Certainly using this sight. 93. So it is 900. Oh, get my fucking stamina back. But as a part of playing the game of sniping, this is actually quite good fun. I mean, it's quite stressful, as you can imagine, doing all this. And, you know, there's an argument to say, okay, you haven't got a massive impact on the game. But outplaying people like this, when you're not using thermals, and you're using a non-one-shot weapon at extreme range, it's good fun. Now, what you're relying on, though, is the fact that they're idiots. You know, because he's just dancing around the rock, hoping he's going to spot me with his thermals, rather than bugging out, which is what I did, as you saw, and what you should do. You should just get out of there. Once you start taking fire, you've got to go. So, either you're stupid or lazy and stupid.
How the fuck?
Because look, I've fired a lot of shots at him. I'm pretty sure I have hit him at least once, but again, you know, I've got to hit him like 2, maybe 3 times at this range to kill him, unless I can hit him in the head. But there you go. So that cleared him out, and he left and changed sides after that for some reason. So yeah, he didn't want to get killed by me again. So as you can see now, I have to come slightly further down the slope just to engage a few of the targets that are going into the town. Now, as you can see, this is more sort of DMR range, really. But I hadn't realised at this point that the guy had swapped teams. So I thought, well, he's going to be up there looking for me. But then I checked out, realised he'd left, so I thought, well, okay, that sniper isn't going to be looking for me. Perhaps I can go back up. I can hear this fire up there, but so there might be somebody a little bit higher up the hill. I can't find them. So anyway, so I get about halfway up the hill and I nestle down at this rock. So again, these are nice kills, but yes, I am firing a lot of shots. And these are, you know, extreme range shots with this rifle and scope combination. But I tell you what, when you do kill them, it is very, very satisfying.
12. Let's get it back on.
As me saying, get it bang on, and I shoot the fucking rock. I'm looking really to get a heroic shot when they're running around like this. It's very difficult to hit those sort of people. But believe it or not, the first guy who's running around, I have actually hit him. I'll get a kill assist for him in a little while. This guy running down the hill. So obviously I would have killed him if I'd been using a one-shot weapon. There you go, look at all that spamming in, and then one shot and I got him. So yeah, I do get a kill assist for this guy, but when they jinx around like that at that range, you know, unless I do break his legs, in which case I can get him with one of the follow-up shots, it's very difficult. That would have been nice. Now, as you can see, I'm sort of running out of ammo a little bit. I've got like basically just over a clip left. And this is one of those times where I just cannot understand what is going on. It's a bit warpy. But this is very weird.
How is that hitting?
Yeah, so I can't explain that. I mean, I know I hit him because I see the kill assist come up from later in the map, but that's it. I'm out of ammo now. So I'm coming up to get the guys who got off the chopper. There they are. And I almost fluff it. But I get 'em. And then I think, well, okay, let's go and get some ammo. And you've seen me do this before, so anyway, so I grab their chopper, which is parked conveniently in the defilade of the hill, and I fly back to base. As you can see, I got back safely, and I get back to the zone, but by the time I get back, we've won it. And there's my score, so I didn't die. So yeah, quite a nice little bit of stalking going on there. But by the same token, you know, not a horrendously high score. Now, this is the same map, a different time. So I've changed the way I'm playing a little bit now, and that is basically because I've been sniped by someone using thermals. And I know they use thermals because I've killed them loads of times, and when I check their corpse out, they've always got a designator on them. So now I've decided to play a bit more as a designated marksman, in which case I'm not going to be so pissed if I get killed, because I'm going to be trying to take a more active role in the fight. You know, I know I'm in not a great position. I will, you know, get spotted eventually, but you know, I am putting the smack down, killing quite a lot of people in a short space of time, and you know, clearing part of the map. And there you go, there's the first round. So I know I'm in shot. Normally I would move, but because I'm not playing in the sniping role, I want to get that kill. So there you go, so there's the kill. That's from someone using a thermals. So I've come around looking for them, and that is the guy. And that hit him in the head. But because he's got an Op 4 ghillie on, it doesn't kill him. I know you're thinking, oh look, there you go. He's running. No, that's a different ghillie. That's not the lush ghillie. That's another sniper who's up here. Anyway, Panzer presents himself, and I sort him out. So now I go back down to the sort of side of the hill, and here's a few nice shots. These are sort of more like sniping type shots because of the range. That's a lovely, lovely shot. Watching down in the town. See, I've moved down a little bit further using another rock. Two very nice kills. And then we end on this one, which is what you saw at the start. And I do like this because, as you see, I'm down to my last sort of mag, and it's with tracer rounds. And after I saw the first round going, I thought, oh, the tracers, look at that. And I find this actually one of the sexiest shots I think I've ever pulled off, simply because you actually see the round land on his head because it's a tracer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that bit of sniping, guys. Plenty more stuff to come, loads of DMR action, and a special feature on scopes. Thanks a lot for watching.